What is shaking, homies? So today I got another electric skateboard up for an unboxing review. It's been a while since I unboxed an electric skateboard, and this one I'm really excited about because this is my first ever belt-driven electric skateboard. It's got dual belts on the back motors, and it's very similar in specs and everything to the boosted board, which is extremely expensive. This retails for $700. They're hooking it up with a coupon code in the description, so if you guys want to check this board out at the end, there'll be a coupon in the description. You can get it even cheaper. But for what it is, this is very, very cheap priced. I've had a lot of hub motor electric skateboards that were more expensive than this, so being belt driven and everything, this is really cool. The benefits of the belt driven is you get a lot more torque. You can go on bigger inclines, and it's just really cool. You're supposed to have just a better feel to it. Now, I have never had the luxury of riding a belt driven board, so this is something that I'm really excited about. So the specs on this are really good too. It's got 3 modes. It's got a beginner mode, an advanced mode, and an expert mode. I got the stats here. So 10 miles an hour on the beginner mode, 13 miles an hour on the pro mode or whatever, or the medium mode or whatever. Then the fast mode can go 25 miles an hour. And supposedly the specs are totally accurate. We'll be testing them. The cruising range is 15 to 18 miles. For somebody that's like 165 pounds, I'm like 175, 180 right now, so be a little off, but it's also the winter right now, but there's not really any snow, so I should be able to ride it. It'll be a little cold, I'll have to bundle up, but other than that. Okay, so it comes shipped in 2 boxes. The first box is just like the shipping box, which is nice because it protects the other box. Okay. Here is the board, the box for the board, I mean. Alright. Okay, looks packaged really nice. So, check this out. The board's quite wide. It's got a unique shape to it, much wider than any of the other boards I've tried. And not quite as... Actually, maybe it is about the same normal length. I think it's 38 inches. But it looks like it's like, I mean, it's wide. This is my widest board I own for sure. Which will probably give it a little more control. Okay, and then, we'll get this out of the way. Okay, so the board has a nice handle on it. Okay, right here. On this board also too, just if you give it a kick, it'll turn on, and then if you don't ride it or anything for like 3 minutes, it'll turn itself off to save battery. It's got the battery indicator right here. I'll show you guys some close-ups in a minute. It's already mostly charged. It's got 3 bars out of 4. I'm going to fully charge it. It says from no battery, it takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to fully charge it. Alright. Feels nice. Everything feels real soft wheels. Everything is encased where it's water resistant. There's a lining on everything. Okay, it's a nice remote, cool remote. I'll show you guys close-ups of all this stuff in a second. Remote instructions, a T-tool, your charger, and like your Android type charger, USB charger for the remote. And then we also have our instruction manual on the board itself here. But this should be pretty simple, pretty easy to figure out. It's like, let's see if this has any juice in it right out of the box. Let's turn this guy upside down. I like how there's actually on the bottom, I don't know if you can see that, but it says Vestar board or Vestar board or however you say this. I think it's Vestar. Okay. Let's try this out. I think should just turn them both on. They should pair. Power. This is a cool remote. I really like this remote. Okay, that's the low, medium, and oh, the fast looks fast. Pretty cool. The charger everything looks pretty standard. Cool. So I guess yeah, let me show you some close-ups and then I'll fully charge this thing and we'll take it out. Okay, so here is the instruction manual. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Pictures and diagrams and basically everything. Everything you need to know. You'll be able to find it here. Safety instructions. All that fun stuff. The remote though, let me show you the remote. So here's the speed modes, the fast, medium, low, or high, medium, low, whatever. Power, you just hold that down. Battery indicator of the board, so it tells you on here. The connections is to go in reverse. Just up to go up. Down's brake, but it doesn't come to a dead stop, so it does look like the brakes. I mean, I'll have to test them, but it looks like it's not just going to send you flying off. But the board itself is really nice. I like that on it. It's a little high. So they use these big risers. You can see here the gasket, so it's all water resistant. Here's the battery. They use a Samsung battery, and that's a pretty decent battery. Cool. But yeah, let's show you the other side. Yeah, quite the wide board, but it looks like it'll be pretty stable, fun to ride. So let's charge it up. Let's take it out. Okay, guys, before we get started, it turns itself on just by kicking it. I don't know if you heard it there, but now it's turned on. We'll power it here. Okay, we should be on. Yep, we're on. I'm gonna start in the slow mode. I got a speedometer thing on my phone. Let me open it up. I don't know if you can see that, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be checking on this. So I'm gonna let it go on the slow mode. See how my fastest speed was. Go to the medium. Go to the other one. So I can document all that, and then from there we'll go from there. And we'll test it on some hills and stuff, but really excited. I did stand on it. It's got a nice flex to it. It's a little bouncy. We got a pretty nice day for being winter. Actually a pretty nice day. I'm going to start off just here in the neighborhoods, and then I'm eventually going to go over to the bike trail. But right now, actually handling, there's quite the bump right here. Boom, boom. Not too bad. Another one here. Let's see how it handles. Water resistant, so that's okay. Take it on the road a little bit. Okay, yeah, so on the slowest mode, it's definitely not fast. It's good cruising speed. Before I go faster, though, I'm definitely going to have to tighten the trucks. So I'm glad I checked that first before I started going crazy fast. The brakes are a little stiff, but not too bad. But like most electric skateboards, be very careful with the brakes. On the slow mode even, it's pretty torquey when I go to stop. I'm gonna cross here. It carves really good, like weaving around stuff. Like it's carving really good. I'm just a little scared to go too fast with the trucks. Yeah, you get a lot more speed wobbles when you're going 20 miles an hour than you do when you're going 10. I'll put it that way. But overall, for the first couple of minutes, whoa, almost went in the grass there. I'm really liking the handling on here. The bushings feel really nice. Let's try this brake again. I'm just gonna not dead stop it, but yeah, you definitely gotta be careful with the brake. Probably not recommended you go through snow like that, but we're testing this board on winter. Okay, so I'm gonna cruise just on this slow one for a little bit longer, and then I'll meet back with you guys and I'll tell you how fast I got. I just want to get out of where there's so many cars before we start testing it on the faster speed. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so on the slowest speed, we got a max of 9 miles an hour. They said 10 miles an hour with a 160-pound person. I'm 175, so that seems pretty accurate to me. We're almost at the bike trail, so I'll bring you back when we get there, and I'll be on the medium speed, and we'll check that one out. But advertised speed, if you're 160 pounds, yep, about 10 miles an hour. Alright guys, so we made it to my local bike trail. I got it now set on mode 2. And already, without even getting on the board, it just feels like it's gonna be quite the difference. Let's okay, I'm feeling the power difference right away, so way faster. The first one, about 10 miles an hour. Let's see what this one goes up to. So I got quite the straightaway here. It's nice, it's paved real nice. There's not a lot of crap on, not too many sticks and stuff like that. A little bit, but nothing too bad. Once again, these bushings are amazing. Even at the little faster speed, it feels great. I like how the board's a little wider. It's got a little bounce to it too. Oh man, I got a lot of debris coming up here. I try to weave in and out of this stuff. Okay, there's gonna be a little tunnel over here where we go under the highway. So it'll be a slight hill test, nothing too crazy. But on the other side, I can check. I get a good time to stop and I can check how fast we got going here. Yeah, once again, I'm like 175, plus I got this big coat on the backpack. So that's making a little bit of wind drag. So add a couple pounds, or add a couple miles per hour if you're skinnier than me, and if you got good conditions where you don't have to wear a coat and everything. But I got a lot of rocks here. Slow down here. Here too, I'll test the brakes going downhill, so you can see how the brakes work going downhill. Like, once again, there's a lot of rocks here. It seems to be fine. All right, so here. I'm gonna slowly kick on the brake, see how it stops when you're going downhill. If you just want to, a lot of times you're going downhill, you just want to slow down. You don't want to stop, but yeah, it's too crazy. Okay, so if you just ease on it, it's a little jerky, but you can definitely do it. So be careful hitting the brakes going downhill. On this side, we have the uphill side. And, oh my God, okay, on this second mode, even, it's plenty fast to make it uphill. So like you can see, look at how, it's not a big hill, but still, either way. Oh man, I got lots of road salt here, so I'm gonna have to avoid this. Let's just look at the grass here for a second. Can roll on the grass, another plus. Okay, so let me check my phone now. We'll see how fast we got going on mode 2 here. Come on, flip. Okay, so our max speed we got here was 16 miles an hour. I don't know if you could see that right there. It might be too bright, but 16 miles an hour was our max speed we got. And that little distance there was just 0.66 of a mile. Altogether, I've gone about 2 miles. Let's see, how are we doing on battery? Still 4 bars on the battery. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the other side where it was nice and smooth there. We'll kick it onto gear 3. We'll check that out, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, so I decided why not try out the high speed mode 3. Notice I'm rolling backwards because we're on the hill. So I'm just gonna start it on the hill. And, whoa, yeah, it should, oh my God. Oh yeah. Even going uphill, it is just fast as hell. This is 35 miles an hour. Right there in the cars, I can probably, I'm not going that much slower than them. Whoa. Okay, yeah. Mode 3 is for advanced users only. If you're not an advanced rider, you've never rode a skateboard before, don't even attempt the 3rd speed. This is crazy. Woo! Oh my jeez. This is fast. Okay, I got all these sticks here, so I gotta slow down a little. Oh, mode 3 is fast. Okay, let me slow this down. Once again, remember whenever you brake, you gotta brace yourself a little. Be ready for it. With any electric skateboard, but especially one that goes this fast. Woo! That got my adrenaline up a little. Hopefully you could hear me. I have a windscreen on the mic, but I was going so fast you probably didn't even help. Oh, check that out. I got going 23 miles an hour. I don't know if you can see that. 23 miles an hour. That's pretty good, especially that I'm a little heavier and have all this stuff on. So I'd say at least 25 if you're a 160-pound person with good conditions. This also too isn't like smooth blacktop. I mean, it's like asphalt road. I mean, it's smooth, but it could be better. Whew. Okay, so now let's move on. Let's do some hill tests. So we got a hill over here that goes over the highway, and then I got like, there's a quarry over here that's like a bunch of hills too. We'll check that out. I don't know if it's closed for the season, but we'll find out. Okay guys, so coming up here, we have actually a pretty decently sized hill. They even have like a caution hill sign. So it's fairly big. We got these little bit of woods first that we get to go through, so that's cool. But I think this board has tons of like power. I think even on the, maybe even on the beginner mode I can make it up this hill. Definitely, I guess I have it on the medium right now. This isn't quite the big hill. Just so it's more fun, I'm gonna put it on the faster one, but I'm pretty sure I could do that on either. Oh yeah, this is like crazy fast. I'm gonna make it up this hill, absolutely no problem at all. See that sign? That means it's greater than 20 degrees. So anything over 20 degrees I'd consider a pretty steep hill, because I mean it goes over the highway here. And as you can see, made it up with no problem. Now slow down because there's a bump here. And look at that. That was on the fast mode, but I could have done it on this medium one for sure too. I've tested a lot of electric skateboards here. On this side, the hill's not as steep, so we're not gonna go that way. I'm actually gonna go back the other way and try to go where the quarry is. It's like they got like a beach, and there's wakeboarding, there's a bar there, there's all sorts of stuff, but I think it's all closed for the year, but they might still let me skate around in the parking lots and stuff. It's got a lot of hills and stuff, so I'm gonna go check that out. But so far, first impressions with this board, I mean, it's really comfy to ride. It's got a lot of power. I'm finally down to a 1 bar. I'd say I've probably gone about 2.5 miles now. 2 to 2.5 miles, I'd say, no problem. Yeah, definitely 2.5 at least. Because I'm already, yeah, I left my house. We started this video at my house, and I'm past where I work. And I'm at Pyatt and, what is that? Rackow Road, so I'm pretty far. Okay, so I'm gonna cruise back down the hill. And I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so as I expected, I got this whole thing to myself. It says beach closed for season, but I don't see any reason I can't just like come and hang out here. So yeah, there's all sorts of hills everywhere. Just standing around. It's just a fun place to cruise around. Look at all those birds. That's what I was talking about. Holy Toledo. Now, oh, that is just crazy. It's cool, like if you look really far off, the water's not frozen, but up close it is. Really cool. Yeah, these are some big hills. This one's really freaking long. Like it goes, like it's a battery drainer, that's for sure. But not a crazy incline. Pretty big though. But yeah, there's lots of just like fun places to cruise around here. So I'm just gonna cruise around, and yeah, first we'll start with that little hill right there. Go over these road rumbles. I hate those things. Let me know in the comments if you hate those things. I hate those things. Oh yeah, these hills. These little hills are nothing. This is the Wakeboard Park. It's really cool. And then there's like restaurants there and stuff, and where you can, you know, eat. Like, they did a national competition here and stuff. They took down a lot of the ramps and stuff during the summer. It looks a lot crazier. Made it up the first part of the hill, no problem. That was kind of a small hill. But nice scenery to cruise around in. Beautiful Crystal Lake, Illinois. This is the sledding hill, which isn't paved. But yeah, I'm just going to cruise around, have a little fun. And then we'll go test out that big hill, but I'll meet up with you guys in a second. Okay, so lastly, let's try this big hill here. This one, I made it up all the other ones. There's no reason it's not gonna make it up this one. And yeah, but this board is awesome. It's without a doubt one of my favorite boards. Little touchy on the brake. Other than that, there's not really anything bad I can say. The battery life is working good. I like how it turns on by itself. And yeah, it's just a fun board to ride. Yeah, so I guess, you know, time will tell. But as far as right now, I'm really liking this board. It's going to be one of my most used boards for sure. But yeah, let's cruise back home. All right, Alright guys, I'm almost home, and one really cool thing is just like on the normal speed, I can ride on like a normal, like a 30-mile-an-hour road, and I'm going just as fast as the cars. The cars behind me are keeping a safe distance because I'm going just as fast as them. So really cool. We're almost home, and we'll get our final thoughts. Remember to obey traffic signals. Stop at all your stop signs. Once you get the hang of these brakes, they're not too bad. Just getting used to them. Alright guys, so I just had to take a hot shower. I had frostbite like crazy. It was the dead of winter and I was still having so much fun on this that I rode it for almost 2 hours straight. Normally, if it was this cold and I was doing a review like this, I would probably film it over a couple days. But I was having so much fun I didn't want to stop. And yeah, it's just an absolute blast. So, all the specs, as far as I can tell, they're all totally accurate. I rode it pretty far, probably like 7-8 miles, and it still has 1 bar of battery left, I think. And now it's telling me to charge it. It's been sitting for a little bit, yeah, so I pretty much rode it till it was dead. You will get better range if you're lighter, if it's warmer outside. Also, too, if you're riding it on the slower speeds. Now, the fastest speed is I totally think that's just for advanced users only. Like if you're advanced, you know, or you've had the board for a couple weeks now, you're getting the hang of it. Don't first time you get on this board go straight to the fastest mode. Being the belt driven was awesome. I rode this thing through so much snow too, and it's totally working fine. So I don't recommend you do that, but if you have to, you'll be okay. I must say too, it was a lot of like snow and crap on the road. These wheels gripped the road amazingly. I never had any problems with it slipping out. It controls great. The board's a little high, so you gotta get used to that at first. But because it's so wide and flexy, it's literally perfect. This is one of the nicest electric skateboards I've ever seen. This literally is like the boosted board killer because it's like half the price of a boosted board, and it's got all the specs, if not some that are better. This retails for $700, but the people over at Vestar board or Vestar board, however you say this, they're hooking it up with a coupon code. So in the video description, you get $200 off. So you get this for only $500. So this is really like the best value. You're getting like a professional board for only $500. The remote is really nice looking. I wish it had a lanyard. You can attach that. The brakes are a little touchy, but that's how most electric skateboards are. I always recommend trying to brake just like naturally slowing down first and then braking. If you do have to brake right away, just don't slam it down, you know, ease on it. And I mean, the belts lock up, so I mean, you're gonna stop. Just be ready for it. Everything felt nice though. I mean, I only rode it for 1 battery's charge worth, but I really rode the crap out of it. I rode it on like, you know, over through grass, road salt, snow, yeah, literally everything. I tried it on every speed mode, and this is without a doubt one of the funnest boards I've ever rode. So this is a board I'm going to ride all the time. I can't wait till it gets warmer and I can go on cruises with my buddies, and we're all probably going to be fighting over who gets to ride this board. So, thank you so much for the people over at Vestar for hooking it up. I'll put all of the contact info, everything in the video's description if you want to get one of these sweet boards. And until next time guys, I'll see you later.